So I have made it again to the World Observatory. I'm going to try and rush through it as fast as I can just to see the view. Apparently it's 67 miles clear today, whereas when I last came it was 0. Oh my gosh, this room literally feels like luxury compared to the other ones I've stayed in. It's like a gorgeous gold and white theme. So I've got wallpaper, double bed. Not the best view, but I'm in the city. Wardrobe, desk area, drinks area, massive TV. I've got an ice cooler just outside with fresh water. Fancy, gorgeous tiles. And then a fancy shower, lots of towels, toilet, sink, lots of storage and a mirror. I'm actually going to keep the curtains drawn, and I know I look an absolute state, but this is what you look like when you're not wearing any makeup. It's 32 degrees and you've had the most stressful travel day from hell with no sleep. Yeah. It's not been fun. I'm absolutely starving. I was going to have a quick shower and get dressed, but I think I might just go and get a takeaway from somewhere. There's a nice Thai place I've been recommended not far from here, and then come back and have an early relaxing night. Right, I feel so much better, but I'm absolutely starving, so I'm going to head out. I'm wearing one of my new dresses. I've got my old bra on, so I'm hoping that it looks okay. Got my bag. I just need some food. City hall type buildings lit up, which is really pretty. I've just been past the theatre and they're actually showing The Handmaid's Tale today, which it's the last day, otherwise I would book for tomorrow, but I'm too shattered to go now. Right, I'm now back to the hotel room from the restaurant. I basically just ended up finding the first place that looked halfway decent, and it was really nice. Felt like a very home comforting meal. And yeah, very filling, so very good, and it wasn't too expensive, so that's always nice. I'm just absolutely shattered. It's only 7:30 here, but that is 10:30 New York and 3:30 in England. So I'm very tired, as you can probably imagine, and I just wanted to do a little story time of the shit show that was today. So where did I leave it? I think I was getting the night bus from Niagara Falls, and I thought, great, I'll be able to sleep. It was really comfy on the way, completely different experience on the way back. There was 2 people in front of me that were friends, and they were literally talking the whole time, really loudly. The girl in front of me was literally farting the whole time, and it absolutely reeked. And then the guy behind me, it wasn't his fault, bless him, but he was a big guy. Like, I'm a large lady, but he was big, like really big in like weight, height, size, just everything. And his knees were like digging into the back of my seat. So I couldn't even really recline it because it would dig in even more. I don't know why he didn't just move over, because he had the seat next to him free. So it's a little bit frustrating. So I think I got maybe like an hour of sleep. And then I don't know what happened, but somehow the bus was running late, so we didn't get back till an hour later. So then I headed straight over to the One World Observatory, which I did end up getting a ticket for. So I was there for 20 minutes and then left at 9:30. And then when I got to the subway, it wasn't working. So I decided to walk back to the hotel. When I got to the hotel, they couldn't find my suitcase, but I had it like an AirTag in it, so I knew it was there because I could see it on Find My Phone. And then when I got back to the subway, the subway still wasn't working, so I had to go a different route. So I asked the man, like the worker there, and he told me which route to take. The first 2 stops seemed familiar, so I kind of tuned out and like tried to calm down a little bit, because at this point I was probably about half an hour late already. And then maybe like 20 minutes in, I was like, this isn't familiar at all. And I looked, and I was literally like 90 minutes away from the airport, and it was only supposed to be 50 minutes. So God knows what happened. It was an absolute nightmare. I started crying. I'd already been crying on the bus the whole night at this point. So I started crying again. There was no elevators, there was no escalators, there was no ramps. So I literally had to like drag my suitcase up 3 flights of stairs. And then when I got to the top, I couldn't find another subway that it was wanting me to go to. And I was getting so close to the checkout cut-off, I ended up calling an Uber. So instead of it being a $10 trip, it ended up being like a $110 trip, because I had to get an Uber. The whole way on the Uber I couldn't relax because I thought I was going to miss my flight. And I ended up getting there 10 minutes before check-in closed. My suitcase has made it, thank God, because I was really worried about that. And then I literally made it through security with like 2 minutes to spare. I had time to go to the toilet, and then when I got to the gate, they were already boarding. So it's been an interesting day. And then as I was getting and then it got worse when I got here. So as I got here, they said that it was really hot. It was 32 degrees, which apparently is very hot for San Francisco. And I was going to get public transport. Well, I was originally going to get an Uber because it's a lot quicker to get an Uber here, and it's not too much like extra price. However, because I then got an Uber in New York, I thought I'd get public transport to at least save on the $20. And then when I got here, they said because it was so hot, they were having to slow down all the trains. So they were going at like half speed, which meant they were then taking double the time. So instead of it taking like 40 minutes and costing, I think it was $15, it was taking 70 minutes. And the Ubers only take 30 minutes. And they're only like $30 to $40. So I was just like, it's not worth the extra hour almost to get here and then have to do a 50-minute walk with a suitcase. So I ended up getting an Uber. So long story short, I finally made it. I finally relaxed. I just can't tell you how much I needed that shower. I looked an absolute state. I felt an absolute state. But I've just shoved everything on my bed. So in order to go to sleep, I need to tidy this up. So I've got some clothes drying up there because I ended up doing a bit of a hand wash yesterday. I didn't quite bring enough pants because it's a long trip, and just some of my favourite clothes are already quite sweaty and dirty, so I just thought I'd give them a quick wash last night while I was getting ready for bed. So today I am in San Francisco for the full day. I have a big bus tour and I have a trip to Alcatraz, the island and the prison, and I'm quite excited for both. I've also got, with that that was like one trip, and then they threw in like 3 different bonuses. So there's a Chinatown walking trip, a 7-day experience like I did in New York, where you like go on a ride and then go over the skyline, and then something else that I can't remember. But they are having a record-breaking weather this week. Yesterday it was 32 degrees and today is 29 degrees. So I was going to take a jacket just because I thought it might be quite cold on the ferry, the ferry, but also the island. But I've looked and it's 27 degrees and it says it feels like 28 because of humidity. So I'm just going to keep on my little dress and hope for the best. I am literally already sweating. I've been walking for about half an hour very slowly, and it's not even 9 o'clock, so it is definitely going to be a hot day today. Finally see the seaside, which means A, I'm on holiday, and B, I'm nearly there. The roads, this road is relatively flat. It's a little bit uphill and a little bit downhill, which is the main road. But all the side streets are super hilly. They're like, I see the sea and an island. Outdoor space that they had, and some prisoners tried to climb. Don't know how. I've just finished my meal and it was really, really nice. I was actually very impressed, but I'm absolutely shattered. It's nearly 10 o'clock. It's an hour walk back to my hotel. And I'll be honest, I just don't really want to do it by myself in the dark, so I'm ordering an Uber. I'm not actually sure if you can see me, but I'm back home. I'm in bed. I can't remember what I've vlogged today. It's been a very long day. Basically, I walked for an hour to go to the ticket office, and then I got my tickets, went to Alcatraz, spent way too long there, so I didn't get back till 2:30ish. And then I got on the bus and I decided I was just going to stay on the bus and do the full route, thinking I would be back at about 5 o'clock. Didn't end up getting back till 5:45, and then I had my sunset tour booked at 6, and so I literally ran to a shop to get a drink because I was absolutely, well, A, I was starving, but B, it's so hot. It's been 29 degrees and sitting on the top of an open air bus in the blazing heat. I was just so dehydrated, had a massive headache. I think I had a bit of sunstroke, definitely burnt my parting. So yeah, that was good. But tomorrow my plan is, oh, and then I did the sunset tour and that was really good. But absolutely freezing cold. I don't know if you saw me shivering, but the wind, oh, it was a nightmare. And so then we got back, it was 8 o'clock. I was starving, so I found like the nearest nice looking restaurant and it was absolutely amazing. So it was a sourdough shop. They had a big bakery that you could see with like glass windows and everything. Absolutely incredible bread. I ended up getting the sourdough pizza, and then they had like a sourdough starter molten lava cake, and that was delicious as well. By this point it was 10 o'clock and I thought, can I do an hour walk in the dark by myself at 10 o'clock at night? And do I have the energy? And the answer was no, so I got a $10 Uber back to the hotel, and now I'm all ready for bed. So tomorrow my plan is to have a bit of a lie-in, see what time I get up, and then get on the bus and go to the Golden Gate Bridge. Now I did go today, so I have seen it, but I didn't get off because it was running late and I was going to miss my sunset tour. So my plan is to get off, take some epic pictures hopefully, and then get back on the bus and get to Chinatown for 1 o'clock for their walking tour, and then eat some Chinese food because I don't want to eat as late as I did tonight. I'm then going to go back to the pier because I have a 7D flying experience similar to the one I did in New York basically, but this one was included in the price of like this bundle. And then obviously I need to come back, shower, shave, pack and get ready to go to Vancouver. Oh, that's the other thing. I was really annoyed because I should have been on a cruise ship here and we saw all the cruise ships and I was like, that should have been me. But anyway, I'm going to head to bed. Night.